I think I do. To open up the year, I thought we played really well. If you look at our veteran core of players, they played as expected. I think Isaiah and Nava certainly are our two go-to guys, and they certainly perform well. I was more impressed with some of the players that last year didn't get as much time. Alec Fruin had a huge defensive game both game nights. Kenton Mack had a couple of really great possessions and minutes throughout the course of the weekend. Sam Taylor was his usual self, but kind of that we were really searching of, after our top four, who else is going to step to the plate? And I think from Delapo and then all the way through those secondary players of last year, I think they performed really well this weekend. It's kind of funny to talk about a close game for us and them. We've been playing each other every year. New coach, they certainly have a program, and he comes from a winning program at Morehead State. A lot of the same players. Last year we went down there and did not play well at all, and they ended up getting a victory against us. So a little bitter taste from that game. But again, just looking ahead, not only into every team you play, but our improvement. Now that we've had two good wins, can we come back and come with the same type of attitude and tenacity that we did this past weekend? 3 games in 4 days is quite a brutal stretch. So the hope is again that we can match that type of intensity here again. Keep our depth. I think that's the one thing that last, especially on Sunday when we had the full slate of players. We're able to go about 10 deep. I'd really like to see if we can get that 10 to 11. I think again that's a nice thing is that everybody that came in did a great job of performing. So when you trust that as a coach and you get that performance out of players, the more bodies you can bring in that play with a high level of energy, the better. And I think that's the one thing that over the course of this preseason and then going into these games, this is becoming more and more of a player-coach team. They know what I expect, know what I need, and they're really able to bring that understanding to the floor. So now, you have a sophomore who didn't get a whole lot of time, like a Delapo or an Alec, but our guys are doing a great job of getting them to understand what they have to do and how hard they have to do it. We're trying to figure it out yet. It's interesting. We have a team that is made up of shooters and offensive-minded players. And I think sometimes that's the hardest thing, to get a group of guys like that to actually buy into team defense. And again, when you talk about progressions, I think that's where we're at as a program right now, that they're starting to believe in the importance of defending every possession. And really from Isaiah to Nava and down the line, we've seen way better defensive performances. And I think when you go against a Lewis, and there were times where we had, I think, 8 or 9 stops in a row. Last year we were dying to see if we could get 2. So it's a nice thing to see us continue to progress, and hopefully that continues.